And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Took a shot as he threw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Trying play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Rebels will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Motion from the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Got room to work. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Trying to get to it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this defense gets the 1st sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Rebels! Getting set for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He slings it deep to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Brown. He gets a block. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right there.
And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. DB's right up on the receivers.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ole Miss 7, Florida State 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel.
And it's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
A first down for the offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
To the air on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
They move the tight end all over. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, they'll take to the air. He's got an open man. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
They'll throw it on first down. Finds his tight end. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He wants to throw here on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Wide out in motion. They keep attacking through the air. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, the ground game. Still running at the 40. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. And the Seminoles in the hurry up. Quarterback checking off. On 2nd down, looking to throw. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
This defense needed something to go right, man. They're down big already in the 1st half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Coming after him. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep and make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that 1st down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
He'll start this drive firing. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Ellington. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Noles will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He's going to bring it out from deep. He's got great speed. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
What a way to to seize momentum here. You start in the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
28. Florida State, 0.
Fair catch, called for and made. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Buying some time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. He fires it out to the right. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
They'll run it from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
This guy's just playing like an All-American his last couple of games out. In the last game, he had 2 sacks. He just registered his 2nd sack in this game. He has been virtually unblockable.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
On second down, he'll fire. Throwing right. Got his man all by himself. Oh, look out, there he goes. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love the play call because you're trying to get this guy the ball as fast as you can because his ability after the catch is sensational, and you saw it on that last play.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Seminoles want to move quickly. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles! Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. First and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pass on the way, it's picked off! And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man downfield. Hit the afterburners, kid. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Jacksonville State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Gamecocks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Rutgers. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He's going to pass. Flips it out in the flat. Got room at the 35. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Running inside the 20. The 10. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Looking for the two-point try.
Clear. Clear. 3:25.
Pushes ahead. He gets in there for the two-point conversion, and now we have a two-possession game.
Well, he did a great job finding a crease on that two-point play. He gets it in, and the offense comes away with 8 points on the drive.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are fires and picked off. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing.
Got a lot of running room. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has it set up first and goal.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back, making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on first and goal.
Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ole Miss 31, Florida State 15.
Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line.
Here we go. Gaucho. Terrier.
Wide receiver shows motion. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Florida State. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's into the end zone, and we've got a one-possession game in the fourth quarter. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there getting set. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. He's looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to fire to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Hits the spin cycle. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Makes his connection. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And the Noles want to crank the tempo.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in the season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Handoff to the lone back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Got his man on the right. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk away, and they pick up a 1st down.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Fires it down the seam. Touchdown, Noles! And here they come, almost all the way back. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Marshall is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up 14 over Georgia State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the gun.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Unleashes it. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Give to the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Quarterback checking the play. He's looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Gotta have it here on 4th down. Let's it fly. Touchdown Seminoles. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead. Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you've put yourself in position to pull this one out.
And there's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You got to play call this to give your guy the best chance to make his kick.
And how much confidence do I have in him? You know, what's his range? All those things come into account of how aggressive you want to be maybe going towards the end zone versus a field goal.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to move it through the air. Here's a throw downfield late. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, Dave. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.